I am live. An unexpected one. I haven't done one for a while though. Been very busy, obviously. Um, yeah, a garage sale, which is something that never happens in these parts. And but it's a chap I knew. I used to buy a couple of bits off him in the past because he did house clearances and stuff. Very, very sweet chap. Basically having it in his back garden. Initially, I was the only person with a mask on the back garden, which is, as it were. Thought it was right though. And he had a whole lot of stuff. I could have come back with a lot more because I thought everything was probably going to be £1 each, and I was basing it on that. So when my 3 bags, he said, "Oh, tenner." I'm like, "You sure?" I said, "Yes. Thank you very much." I kind of almost wanted to go around again, but not to be greedy. He's really just trying to clear things down. He had a lovely man cave beer kind of shed thing going on. I thought that'll be much nicer when all the stuff's out of it. Hello, Antoinette. I've just realised I need to get some water because I'm lisping like bloody crazy. Oh, hello, Callie. How are you, love? If you give me a second, I'm going to stick some water in this and then I will start. So talk amongst yourselves. Hi, Crispy. Oops. I'll be back. There we go. How unplanned am I? Professionalism is all the thing here, isn't it? Anyway, cheers. Okay, peeps. So, hello, Lex. Crispy's in. I haven't seen in a while. Good morning, Crispy. Nice to see you all. You just sat down with the coffee. Well, it's 11, isn't it? Like I say, I went up the garage to get. I haven't had brilliant sales the last couple of days, so I went up the garage to get the bits, and thought I will stop off because it came up on Facebook because I'm one of his friends, and he'd advertised it out there. And I thought, well, I'll drop in. Coffee would be lovely. Yes, please. 1 sugar and milk. Right, where do I begin? Well, I'll start with the first bag that comes to hand. Like I say, some real weird and wonderful things. Oh, these were nice. Everything needs a good clean up. It's been sat in the garage. Oh, hello, what's it between this is? Hello. Hello, Mandy. That's lovely to see you all. Everything is very grubby, so I will be cleaning myself and stuff. These have the magic word Harrods on them. Harrods of Knightsbridge, SW1, so they're quite old. They are actually adjustable shoe trees. Now, I find these invaluable because I quite often pick up things like Lopes and Churches and, with them fancy swanky brands. And you put these in for a few days and they will straighten out. These are a little bit bent up, mind you. I may have to do a bit of work on them. But with Harrods' name on them, I thought, why not? So, they've got to go for more than a tenner on their own. So the rest is gravy, as people do say. But yeah, they're a little dinged up. They're only aluminium, so I reckon I could probably do something about those. We'll give it a try. You know what? I've been bitten. I must have left my arm out of the bed last night. And I've got 1, 2, 3 mosquito bites. Lovely. You know it's summer, don't you? Oh, hello, Claire. Right. I picked up 2 boxes and sticky stuff. Oh, no, hang on. This is something else. This was something else. This needs a good clean. It's in a box. I always have to look in the box because I'm nosy like that. This has suffered slightly, but I think it's going to clean up quite well. It's a vintage bag. It's got a bit of schmutz on it, I believe is the technical term. I like that word, schmutz. It's grubbier than it's showing up on the screen, but it comes with a mirror. And it's just a vintage little clutch bag, and I thought it was really rather cute. And it's not worn, it is literally just grubby, so I will clean. I really rather like that. Very small. A very, very small bag. What can you get in there? Look, you can see all the schmutz all over it. At these prices, I'm happy to do a bit of cleaning. Well, none of this stuff's going to go for a lot, but it was an unexpected haul, really. So if I put the boxes, wet wipes, we'll be needing those. Oh, yes, indeed. Goes down. So that's a bag. I then got 2 boxes of these. Now they may make a set completely. They are actually cards. It's called Rare Skills Gallery, Lewis Road, Forest Road, Sussex. So it's a little gallery that have been doing cards, but I quite like them anyway. I was thinking for me, because they're sort of Christmassy without being sort of kitsch and what have you. That was, oh no, but that's got a little thrush on it. It's not robin. There we go. But my main reason was owls. They have owls on them. They're so lovely. They're very nicely printed. I thought this now was a handsome chap with a full moon. Right up my street, pagan-wise. Clearly, very useful cards for people. There's a fox in a churchyard. Not so much my thing, but hey-ho. Oh, and a nice barn owl, is that? Nice barn owl. Yes, a chevening barn owl. It's along the back. So I think they're from local places. Yeah, Bidborough, which is very near me. The chevening barn owl. By the light of the moon. So that's why I like that one. I wanted it just for those, to be fair. And this one was the snow thrush. So there's an artist called Andrew Redden who apparently created these. But I rather like the fact they're in a box, and there were actually 2 boxes of them. Hello, Carla. Hello, Susan Babwolf. Lovely to see you. Right, okay. I can probably combine these and make a set somewhere, because there's my chevening owl again. Chevening's fairly local to us. It is Kent. Group of woodland birds. They're very nice paintings. More snow thrush. Friends for dinner. Who's getting eaten? The Bidborough fox features again. There he is. And there's more of these moon owl ones. So what I might do is take the moon owl out, because I love it. I might sell the others as a box of rather lovely cards. I'll also have to check there's enough envelopes and things, but I think that's quite nice as a set. So I'm going to have to do a bit of work combining those. Use the best box, etc., etc. Wouldn't have been cheap, because anywhere near Lewis and Robert's Bridge and all that is quite fancy schmancy. Always nice to have everyone in for a Friday morning natter. Well, I would if my teeth didn't keep drying out. Nearly 3 months in with this malarkey, and I'm back to the moon owl. Yes, a moon owl. One of my favourite things. Oh, sorry, itchy nose. Dust galore. Okay, bag number 1. So even if I bought those for a channel, I wouldn't have felt hard done by. However, we have more. There's a very grubby one of these. When I spot it now, we all know what this is, don't we? It's a Darla horse, and they are worth money. So if you don't know, if you ever see one, grab it, because they do go for reasonable money. I like him. He's rather nice. Yeah, one Darla horse. Very nearly 3 months. I'm back at the dentist next week, and I know you've been to the dentist today, Lex, and what an amazing job they've done. Absolutely brilliant. A Norse. Yes, a Norse horse. It's a Norse. Yeah, so they'll be doing things and giving me the rest of the trays, and probably in a clean, and it's not going to be fun, but hey ho. Nice bits. Thank you. I'm not entirely sure why I picked this up, but again, I wasn't. It's kind of a plastic. It was just something a bit weird, and because I knew everything was going to be super cheap, I thought, why not? It's probably meant to go on a lady's dressing table and then have things on top of it, but I quite like the tortoiseshell effect. Very thin, and filthy. Absolutely. I think that's what Edward would always say, stinking dirty. A babbo. You see, my story's growing. I wasn't going to, but the thing is, because I'm doing more jewellery, and jewellery generally, a lot of it has a lower value, especially while I'm learning, it's probably going to get bigger before it starts to contract again. So, yeah, I don't really want to go huge, but I just kind of think, well, why not really? It seems to work. Your face is funny, Lex. A babbo. A babbo. Not sure what that is. What's a babbo? Right. Pick this little bag up because it has 2 films in. I opened 35mm films. I know there's a little demand for those. 36 exposures of 200, which is the standard thing. So there's 2 of those. There's an instruction manual for what I hope is this camera, because that would be really handy. Yeah, possibly. Right, this goes with the camera, which is, no, it's not one of the fancy ones, but it's a Fuji. Fuji's a good make. Focus free, 35mm, old style camera. And again, I obviously wasn't looking things up in the guy's back garden. Oh, it's one of those. You put the film in underneath rather than open the back right up. So it has a very low running battery. Your shop's going, it's 200. Yeah, I'm about 2100 at the moment, or heading towards. It has been growing a bit, but sales have been very up and down. And I know, just traditionally, from my experience, certainly for my store, July and particularly August are often quite quiet. So I do tend to build my stock then, and it will obviously diminish a little after that. So I don't know what I'm going to get for any of this stuff, but you know. Now, beware the bells. Now, Indian little brass bells. People like these in their gardens, don't they? Yeah, you did do the listing challenge. You see, I would have scheduled, but not necessarily listed. This is made in India, and it's brass, so someone will like it. It hasn't got a chain on top, but I guess you can hang it from anything, really. Do I have a big storage unit? No, I rent a garage from an elderly lady about 4 miles up the road, because garages in this neck of the woods are not easy to come by. I have had that for just over 2 years, particularly with the clothes and stuff and shoes. They take up a lot of space, but I tend to keep the bric back here, as you can see. I keep saying I won't do bric back, and then blow me, I go and buy it. So yeah, not a big storage unit, but it's a single garage. It's in a block that aren't attached to the houses, and the elderly lady in question has no need of the garage because she parks her car in front of her house, and it was her daughter that we did all this through. So yeah, this is very dusty. I liked the frame. I really like the frame on this. It's quite cute, but this is it's a needlepoint. And it is actually of a place in Rye, because it tells me on the back, you see. I don't know Rye that well. But then it's been framed by someone in Texas, which I find very odd. So this is the Mermaid Inn in Rye. It was given in Christmas 1992 as a gift. So someone's obviously sewn it. It's exceedingly dusty, but it's kind of cute. It's got charm. And if it hasn't, the frame itself is worth some money. So I really rather like the frame, to be fair. This is where I get grubby. Okay, what else did I pick up? I couldn't resist this little thing. Yeah, it is. Yeah, my neighbours have got them, and it can be, what with that and the chickens, honestly, it's raucous. It's truly raucous. Go out there and get greeted by a bok of chickens. This is a little scarab beetle, or dung beetle, I suppose, as you wouldn't know them. Great symbology in Egyptian times. This is probably a modern souvenir. We had a little cartouche on the bottom, which I have to work out what that is, but you know, it's cute, and I liked it. I like Egyptian things anyway, so. Then I did pick up weird and wonderful things. Josh will like all these silly things. This is obviously fairly modern because you can see from that, so it's not old, but it has got a mid-century modern feel, and it had a. Hang on. Let's do this right. There we go. Let's show the camera. Now, obviously, it's not 1764, but there was something about the design. It's really, I suppose, a pen holder or something like that I quite liked. I think that's a space needle or something, isn't it? So it's fairly recent. A few other buildings on there that I should recognise and don't. But hey, it was really a case of digging around in boxes. It was like one of those American flea markets, just full of boxes full of stuff that jangled. This looked quite fun. Quite possibly. All right, now I'm not sure if this is silver or not. It's a tiny, tiny little bud vase, but I like grubby silver, and it has got a mark on it. So let's have a look. There's a little mark there, and if I get my loop out, I knew Lex would ever come back on that one. Yep, that's silver. Birmingham. Not quite see who made it. That's solid silver. It is. Ta-da! Getting better at it. The grabbier it looks, the better. I mean, it's not heavy, but it's so cute. I'm trying to spot the difference between silver plate and silver, so that's part of my learning process. So that was a surprise. That was nice. It'll clean up nicely as well, I think. Yeah, that'll clean up a treat. So, happy days. More silver. It was. Right. And the last wee bag. This is grubby. This is so grubby. It will clean off. We know who this is, don't we? I never find this, ever. It's a plastic tray, but it is, of course, Emma bloody Bridgewater. Cup of tea and a biscuit. Don't mind if I do. You're on a Pyrex Fest. Pyrex Fest. Can't even say it. Especially not with these teeth in. Hi, Claire. And hello, Granny Kate. I love that name. Yeah, so that, although it's grubby, it's not scratched. I don't know. It may not be worth much. Hello, back to basics. Lovely to see you. It'll be weighted at the bottom. That's what I thought, but yeah, it's got very little weight at the bottom, but obviously it has to be or it'll fall over. That would make a nice little wedding cake topper. It's true. I was pleased with it though. No, what else did I find? Oh, yes, right. Another one likely thing. Right. I'll stop bustling. This is made of leather. It's a tankard. Now, you might think, what on earth, eh? But all the reenactment people and, people who are into history and stuff quite like these. Very good for sort of Viking reenactments and what have you. And it's really nicely made. I've got to say, there's a bit of craftsmanship in that. And they do sell. I don't know about this particular one, but are you weighted at the bottom too? Yeah, you still fall over. Is alcohol involved? It is in my case. Little weighted at the bottom. And this I picked up out of sheer curiosity. I've heard a lot about American Girl because that's a thing that the dolls themselves are quite valuable. Yes, you are, Lex. You're very obviously Viking. You can see it running through your veins. I don't know truly what this is, but it's an American Girl, truly me. Pick a colour and play. So it's a game thing. American Girl celebrates a girl's inner star. Oh, how cute. The little whisper inside that encourages her to stand tall, reach high and dream big. We take pride and care in helping girls become their very best today so they'll grow up to be the women who make a difference tomorrow. Cute sentiments. But inside, and this all looks very unused, are sort of cards and activities and all sorts of things for kids to do. So, what kind of friend are you? An evil friend. No, a witchy friend. So I kind of picked it up out of sheer curiosity, really. I mean, it's not vintage, it's 2015. But just curiosity really got the better of me. So I grabbed that. Now, I very much doubt that this is what it says it is. It's very dusty and grubby. This was lurking at the bottom of the box. It's kind of like one of these mini things, but it says it's purporting to be mulberry. Mulberry. I think it probably isn't. But again, the stitching's pretty good on it though. I mean, I don't know. Would somebody fake this? It's got it on the hardware. It's got the little tree. Sorry, that's my phone going. It's got a little tree on there. It's obviously quite an old thing. It's grubby. I don't know if it would seriously be of use to anyone. Yes, you see, I'm a mix. Like a lot of us, I do have. Apparently, my DNA thing that we did a couple of years ago does show that I have connections with Denmark, particularly. But you see, a lot of Denmark people are dark, so I don't think I'm Viking, but much more, sort of Ireland, Scotland, England. But hey, 57 varieties. Yeah, I've got to do a bit of research on that. Are you natural enemies? Well, there's a surprise, Susan. Oh, hello, Cherry. Hiya. Now, is it very late at night? Are you getting your beauty sleep now? We don't want to keep you up. Ah, right, yeah. I picked this up because it was weird. It's a 1. It's a single candlestick. It's still got the candle inside. Look. I will clean it. No name on it. It just looked kind of funky and kind of mad. It was the first thing I picked up. I thought, let's get started. Would have been nice if there'd been a pair, but no. And, oh yeah, save the best for last. I saw this little box. I thought, ooh, if it's empty, I don't care. I'll have that. But it actually isn't empty. I think we're going to say those are probably silver. I didn't even bother really looking at them. They were. Oh, no. What are they? What could those possibly be? I mean, that's not going to go in your areole, is it? Child of the raping and pillaging. There was a lot of that. I'm pretty sure these are silver, but I'm not entirely sure what they are. Anyone know? I mean, the box is specially made for them. It's got the little holes in, so it's not... the box goes with. I mean, there's no writing. You can't see in the box. There's not another thing. There's not something that's missing. Let's have a look. Grubby. I've certainly put money on them being silver, but they are so dirty. They're hollow. They don't appear to be marked, or at least I could be wrong. I liked the box, to be fair, but I just thought, oh, they're going to be clip-on earrings. I'll take over hearing aids. You never know. They're very, very strange. I'm going to have to do some research, which I don't mind. Does this open? Does that open? No, doesn't open. How very bizarre. You see they actually... I'm trying to show you here. They don't appear to open. Weird. Well, I've got my work cut out researching those. That's for sure. For the ends of spectacles. Possibly, but it'd be a very, very thin thing that went in there. Possibly, but why would they come in their own special box or fancy doodads? Well, there you go. That's going to keep me busy this afternoon, trying to work out what the bloody hell they are. I was going to give one a rub, wasn't I, and see if it came up. I mean, they look like silver, don't they? Not the sort of thing you want to over clean. They might not be. They might be. Oh, that just seems to be getting even darker. I don't know. Yes, I don't like to bother. I've got so many things I could ask Edward. I just think I could take him. I should give him a consultant's fee, shouldn't I? I've got so many things to ask him. Bits of pottery that I've got nowhere with. I've researched. And then I found this. I didn't bother to look and see if there was a hallmark. I thought it was more likely to be silver plate, but the more I look at it, it's a very nice quality thing. Velvet, obviously old. And maybe we should have a look and see if there's a hallmark. Something there. That looks like a hallmark to me. RC. Yeah, I think that's silver. Yay. It's very worn as well. It's going to be quite old. A lion head. Presume that's a lion walking sideways. And a very curly cube. So I can research that. So that's silver. And it's beautiful. Carl Sheffield. Oh, what's Carl Sheffield? I'm a little confused. And that's going to take some severe polishing as well. It's going to take quite a while. But that's lovely. It's lovely to see a hallmark. I mean, it was incredibly faint. I'm just surprised that they didn't look at it. RC. Oh, RC is cars, Sheffield. I'm with you. Thank you very much. I'll remember that. So there you go. Two bits of silver for sure. Some weird things that we don't know what they are, but probably are silver. And some other weird shit, really. I had to pick up because why not? Why wouldn't you? I'm very pleased with that because that was a real gamble, and I thought I like it anyway. I love this work with the with these crosses on the top. I mean, I'm not going to over clean because the whole point of it is it will have the patina to show the pattern, but it needs a wipe over. It needs a wet wipe treatment. Definitely. Just feels nice. Just feels lovely. Might end up keeping it. You never know. Yeah, for weird shit. Yeah, we all have weird shit. So that's me haul. I've promptly wasted half an hour of your time when you all should be working now. But it's Friday, you kind of think, yeah, enough already. I've got quite a lot of listings that I've matched the photos up, but I need to, nasty hands, that I need to fiddle with the pictures and then schedule them because my scheduling runs out on the 13th, so I need to schedule the next 3 weeks because I do it in big blocks. It's just kind of how I do things, really. It works for me. But yes, Cars of Sheffield. I must make a note. Cars of Sheffield. I do keep finding cute things though. And it's not really worth thinking, but I found that the other day. It was so cute. I love this PowerShell abalone. Just cuteness. Worth next to nothing. But what I do is I get a collection of little gizmos that are PowerShell and then sell them all off as a lot. Oh, and the funkiest earrings ever. Here I am showing you what I bought yesterday. I did pay up for these, but I thought they were amazing. No hallmarks, they're Araby. They've got a mark on the back that I need to do some research into. But they're just so cool. No good for me with silver hair, they won't show up. But there we go. There you go. That's nice little things that I found the other day. So, cufflinks. Could there be cufflinks? Anne, apparently you know more about this sort of thing. I've got these in a nondescript little box that is clearly purpose made for them. Assumed they were earrings because I didn't look. And then they have this big thing on the back. What in the merry heck are those? So if you know, I'd be very grateful. I think they're silver, but they're incredibly light. And often take some polishing. So if anyone knows, I'll be very glad. If anyone has any insight into them, please say in the comments if you're watching this back later. Yeah, always good to learn, isn't it? But I've never seen them. Are they cufflinks? Do we think they are? I know the chat like legs behind the actual thing. Really weird little things. Very old, clearly. But I don't know what they are. So, lovely. Drawer handles. They're tiny, though. I know what you mean, but it'd have to be the world's tiniest drawers. But would you get a pair of them in silver in a special box? That would be weird. Or maybe not. As you can see, even the box has got the holes in. Spares for writing desk handles or decorative pieces. Good thinking. I'm going to do some research. I'm going to see what I can see. There's got to be an answer to that. But they'll keep me fascinated for quite some time. Very, very strange. So thank you, everyone, for joining me. I don't want to keep you all day. I'm sure you've got things to do and lunch to have. And well done on the tea selection. It's absolutely fascinating. Absolutely brilliant. Such a nice job. So I will see you all very soon. Bye-bye now. Yeah.